never compromise. I've tried 1,000 tries, and now I realize I've tried 1,000 tries.
Mic check.
And maybe other guys, I'll never compromise. And now I realize there may be other guys, there may be other guys, there may be other guys. I'll never compromise. There may be other guys, there may be other guys, there may be other guys. And now I realize.
We're starting soon.
I'll never compromise. Yo, I've tried 1,000 tries, and there may be other guys. I'll never compromise, and now I realize I've tried 1,000 tries, and there may be other guys. I've tried 1,000 tries. I've tried 1,000 tries.
The Eagles are getting their butt kicked. Oh my god. What do you mean? Hello, everybody. Let's go. We got viewers coming in. Hey, Meg. That's our loyal TGND fan.
Yo, I've tried 1,000 tries, and there may be other guys. I'll never compromise, and now I realize there may be other guys. I'll never compromise. I've tried 1,000 tries, and now I realize.
All right, we can start, guys. Let's go.
There may be other guys. I'll never compromise, and now I realize there may be other guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Happy
hey.
Monday to all. How's everybody doing? We are now on episode 9 of The Guys Next Door. We are one away from a 10 episode milestone, guys. So let's do it. So while some of us right now are getting hit by a bad weather, here in the Northeast is surprisingly not bad. Well, I can't say that because it's gonna be worse in the next couple of days. So oh boy, I'm hoping you get comfy. Hope you're have a warm seat right now because this is gonna be another good episode. We got 2 guests right now that we're gonna be talking a lot about their journey on Twitch. So, how is your weekend, Gus and DJ Pat?
Well, it's a very cold weekend for me.
Looks
Yep.
like it.
Yeah, I'm still wearing a hoodie. We got some trouble here. The tree branch fell off our power, so we lost power for about 2 days. So
That suck.
yep.
No power 2 days. So how did you guys cope up with this cold weather?
Oh, we just open up the fireplace and that's it. And then just put on a lot of clothes.
That's good. How about you, Pat? Do you guys have lost power? Because you
I
live like 2 miles away from this
I'm
Gus, right?
close to Gus. Fortunately, no tree branches fell, but I'm hearing producer. The producer said double brief is the solution to the cold, or double underwear.
I know that. I will do the
It's
same.
-4 right now, real feel. So nobody's going out. And in the basement, you can see we're wearing our hoodies, and we're also one eye is on the Eagles game, and my other eye is on the
Ah,
Emmys today. So
so
good luck.
Eagles. Well, yeah, we'll see what happened. But Michigan fan, congratulations! The 32-year drought has been snapped. Congratulations to the Lions for finally winning the playoffs. So they're going. You know what's funny? I'm actually, if the Eagles win, I hope they do. We're probably gonna, and we're gonna play each other next week, right? So I'm hoping that will be a
Yeah.
good topic for the guys next door next week.
Oh, definitely. Yep, yep, yep. We're
Yeah,
hosting.
dream scenario for the talk show to have a Detroit versus Philly Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, uh, playoff game next weekend.
Well, one of us is, if we win, one of us is gonna go to the NFC Championship. So let's see. So all right, everybody, thank you so much again for joining. Whoever joined here, it is episode 9 of the Guys Next Door. We're featuring the episode called Twitch Saved My Life. You guys are gonna find out as we go on, as we introduce our guest, why Twitch saved their life. But before doing that, we're gonna go first to our first segment called Neighborhood Watch, where we talk about yesterday's H to H. So let's show the lineup from yesterday. So this is the lineup from yesterday. So you know what's striking about each and every episode that we have right now for the Sunday H to H is the diversity, right? Not just um, different states, but also different countries. You know, we got Canada, we got somebody in Europe, South America. So if you look at a lot of these DJs, it's just the diversity of them playing on NBHD, and they all come from different communities. So we got a lot of legends here. I see Mike Freak on that lineup also. That's another legend. So talk about Mike Freak. So DJ Pat, he has a milestone this week, right? Or last week. I think he reached 1 million view on his Party People mix. That's awesome. 1 million view. Can you imagine that? So anybody who's producing, go hit up Mike Freak and see how he did it. I mean, the guy's a legend. You know, he's very good.
Absolutely, 1 million plays or streams
Oh
nowadays. We
shoot,
call it.
not
Yeah,
million. I keep telling that 1 million views. So
yeah.
1 million plays. So
You are probably
yeah,
thinking Twitch, but that's plays.
that's
So
plays. That's plays on
that is
Spotify. My bad, Mike Freak. If you're listening, I did it again.
it's definitely a milestone that is very difficult to do. For some artists, it will take them 7 to 10 years to get to that level, but he made it. And congratulations to Mike Freak.
And we got other coming back DJs here. We got Big Daddy, which we guested on the show. Shannon Rocks who also guested on the show. Hopefully, we can get other people here that to guest on our show. To get
Did we have a swap of spots between Shannon and Koshka?
Oh, yeah, oh, we did with it. I'm not sure what happened there. I think Boy G reached out to me and said they're gonna swap, maybe because of schedule, but they pull it off. So good
Yeah,
job
Boyji
there.
was on it though. He posted a story with just announcing that there would be a swap. So there was no confusion at all because Boyji was on top of that as
Well,
far as social media.
well, speaking of Boy G on social media, that guy has been producing reels assets left and right on Instagram. Maybe you see them, Gus? They're crazy though. Like he's doing every hour a reel of the DJ who's playing on NBHD.
Yeah. He's a CapCut expert now.
A
There you
CapCut.
go.
Yeah.
What,
That's so.
for a social media professional
Yeah.
to be able to come up with stuff, not only a photo or a repost or simple text, he comes up with stories. So
Mhm.
that's pretty impressive. Social media people, take note. You got to be on top of it. Videos, the new thing. He's on top of it.
Do you guys hear a music background? I hear on my end. Is that my on my end?
I
No,
haven't heard anything.
I think that's me. All right, don't worry about it. Well, that's it
Maybe
for
Fly Eagle Fly is
yeah,
playing
I think so. I
right
think.
now.
Oh my God, Gus, you're scaring me. It's just ridiculous right now. I can't concentrate. I don't want to watch the game right now. And you know what? This is the third. The guys next door where the Eagles are playing on the Monday.
This
So it's
is
crazy.
yeah. This is the third. It's unbelievable that we almost exclusive. Well, how can the Eagles get Friday? I mean Monday game, three Monday
Well, they
games.
only have one Monday game usually, but I think one Monday was Christmas,
Mm.
and then now this is the
Oh yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
So,
It's
so
a matter of the holidays. But wait,
yes.
listen up. We got a live feed coming from the Eagles uh stadium here. Hold on. Let me try to play this. Live feed right now. Live feed. Let's see if this thing will wait, the producer. Can you show that reel, please? Oh, okay.
Wait. Is that a minor?
Ah, I hope not because our show might be might be tagged for
Wow.
coming up
That,
with
that,
the.
that guy with her looks like a bouncer. That's a big dude.
Is that
So,
how the Eagles fans do it nowadays? Just go to the toilet stall.
well, you know, you know the Eagles, man. You know you gotta love us or hate us. And what did they say? Everybody hate us. We don't care. That's just how we
Yeah,
roll.
that's the motto.
Well, you know what? A lot of sports community hate the not Eagles, the Philadelphia fans, just because how rowdy and
Mhm.
crazy they are,
It's
right?
just the hardworking nature and culture of Philadelphia people. Well,
Right. So in a big game like this, we're gonna burn something, win or lose, right? You guys know that like big games, let's say the Super Bowl, a World Series, we're the only city that greases our poles. Poles,
un-
not
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
grease our poles, right? The actual poles, right? Because
okay, okay,
in
okay.
like the poles in the cities, right? They grease them so that because people actually climb up the poles all the way in the top in the city. So that's why they grease the poles and everything. There's a big game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Are we ready for the guests?
Yes,
Let's.
we're ready. So with let's just the guys are. I mean, let's not keep them waiting. I know one of the guests there is sitting comfy on his couch, like
Yeah.
waiting for the the what do you call this the maids to hand him drinks. So looking like a don there. Let's get them in. So let's put them on the stage. Our two guests. Let's get them in. So let's put them on the stage. Our two
Oh,
guests. Let's get them in. So
wait,
let's
wait.
put them on the stage. Our two
Oh,
guests. Let's get them in. So
what is
let's
that?
put them on- what is that echo? All right.
What
Let's
is
wait.
that?
Look at you teaching
What is that
DJ Pitch Wade.
echo? Somebody's echoing. Hold on a second. I can't. I'm hearing
Look,
myself talk.
teaching
What is that
DJ Pitch Wade.
echo? Somebody's echoing. Hold on a second. Somebody is echoing. It's either Edwin or Dave. Somebody's echoing. Hold on a second. Somebody is echoing. It's either Edwin or Dave.
You're too far from the
Hold on a
mic,
second.
Dave.
Somebody is echoing. It's either
Dave,
Edwin.
get the
You're
get your
too far
server
from
to
the mic,
on the
Dave.
volume.
Somebody is echoing. It's either
Dave,
Edwin.
get the
You're
get your
too far
server
from the mic,
on the
Dave.
volume. Dave, get your server to the mic on the volume.
All right.
Dave,
We're still going back and forth. Can you just hear yourself? We're still going back and forth. Can you just hear yourself? Dave, Dave, you got 10 mics going on there. Dave, Dave, you got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Dave, Dave, you got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Hello. Dave, who's you got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Hello. Dave, is that me? You got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Hello.
It's an endless mute.
Is
Everyone
that
is
me?
is looping.
You got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Hello.
It's an
Sound check,
endless
mic
mute.
test. What about
Is that
Everyone
me?
is
me?
is
Am I echoing or
You
what?
got 10
He's
mics going
muted,
on
right?
there. Hello.
You
Sound
know
check,
what?
mic test. What about
Is that
me?
me?
Am I echoing or what?
That wasn't me. Hello.
You
Sound
know
check,
what?
mic test. What about me? Am I echoing or what?
That wasn't me. Hello.
Sound
You know
check,
what?
mic test. What about me? Am I echoing or what?
That wasn't me. Hello.
Sound
You know
check,
what?
mic test. What about me? Am I echoing or what?
That wasn't me.
So this is what we'll do. We'll take out the two guests for
Am I
now.
echoing or what?
That
Let's
wasn't
see.
me.
So this is what we'll do. We'll take out.
Oh, it's Edwin. I think it's Edwin.
So
Hello.
his
All right.
audio is
All right. Let's put them one by one. Let's see who's the culprit. They're gonna put Dave in first. Dave.
his mix is not on minus, so it's gonna come
Dave,
back.
speak up.
Switchblade.
Hello?
No, it's not. It's not Dave. So
There you
we
go.
know that. There you go. Dave doesn't have 30 mics going on. We're gonna put Edwin.
I have
Ready, Edwin?
30
You
though.
have 30 mics going
I'm
on.
ready.
Edwin. We're gonna put Edwin.
I'm
Ready,
ready.
Edwin?
30
You
though.
have
Testing,
30
testing. One, two,
mics
three.
going
I'm
on.
ready. Mic
Edwin.
test.
It's
It's
Edwin.
Edwin.
I'm ready.
Edwin.
What do I need to do?
Testing.
One, two, three. I'm ready. Mic
Edwin.
test.
It's
It's
Edwin.
Edwin.
I'm ready. What do I need to do? One, two, three. I'm ready. Mic
Edwin.
test.
It's
It's
Edwin.
Edwin.
Edwin,
I'm
what did you change? We just did a mic test. What did you change?
nothing. I didn't change
Edwin, what did you
anything at
change?
all.
We just
It's
did
the
a mic
same.
test. What did you change?
Nothing. I didn't change
Edwin, what did you
anything at
change?
all. Yeah,
We just
everything's
did a
off.
mic
I'm just
test.
using
What did you change?
my speakers as
Nothing.
the
I didn't change
headphones.
Edwin, what did you
So
change?
yeah,
We just
everything's
did a
off.
mic
I'm just
test.
using
Shouldn't
be any
the
feedback, but my speakers
yeah,
as the
it's
headphones.
looping like forever.
So yeah,
Why is
everything's
it
off.
looping though?
Feedback, but my speakers.
All right, that's gone. You guys hear me?
Yep.
He
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
did
you go.
something. He did
Yeah, you
something,
did
and
something. All right, there we go. We're good. We're good.
Maybe it's the Twitch. No, are you watching on Twitch, Edwin?
if you're watching on Twitch, please
All
put
right,
it.
there you
Put
go.
it
There you go. We're
down.
back. All right,
All right.
everybody.
Let's
Sorry
go to the
about that.
There you go.
let's go to the
Okay,
chat a bit.
so
Yeah, welcome in Sonic Boom, Virgil, Mike Freak. Welcome in. Hello there. And we
So
got DJ Twitchblade today and Edwin Makabuhay.
I think it's the weather in Chicago that did that. So let's just
Definitely.
introduce the two guests. Both are from Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. We want to we want to welcome and it's an incredible privilege to have our guest today. Both of them has a journey in Twitch, nothing short of a symphony of strength and triumph, and I could say also adventure in their own Twitch community, mostly on the NBHD and others. They cultivated their listeners. They cultivated their channels not just for their listeners but also as a family. They have a support system that resonates in every music that they drop and every story that they shared on their streams. Please welcome Edwin Makabuhay and David Pusan, DJ Twitchblade. Hey, David, I will call you on your government name because you always call me out on chat with my government name. So I'm gonna throw your name here, David Pusan, DJ Twitchblade. I hope that's fine.
That's fine.
How's it going, Dave? You're sitting comfy there.
I'm good. Warming up.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Coffee? No drinks? All right, no alcohol today. So good,
No,
good.
I'm having Edwin's mushroom coffee.
Mushroom coffee,
Shroom.
mushroom or shroom? Okay. How about you, Edwin? You are chilling right now on your $10,000 Chicago loft.
You're
What are
right.
you drinking?
It's on the 69th floor, but there's no elevator. I am just drinking H2O.
That's great. Well, thanks guys for joining us on this show. I've been meaning to get you, Edwin and Dave on this show so that we can talk about your journey on Twitch. So before we start, how did you guys meet? Did you guys know each other before Twitch?
No,
Okay, can
no.
you tell us
Well,
how do you guys met?
I actually found Edwin streaming on Facebook Live.
Oh, so Dave is stalking you, Edwin. So
yeah,
then
that was
what?
February 2021 is when I started streaming live on Facebook. A friend of mine was pushing me to spin because I've been DJing in LA for since 1987 to 1997. So for 10 years, I DJed in LA, and I met
Mhm,
this friend of mine who moved to Maryland, and then he remembered me because he started streaming on his own channel. He created a channel called Mobile Rhythm in Facebook Live. So he said, "Come guest, spin." I keep pushing him off because I wasn't. I just got off from a like 2 year depression when I blocked the world, did not talk to anybody. This is prior to pandemic, from 2018 to 2020, and then 2021 February, he kept pushing me. So I said, all right, let me spin." So I haven't touched my tracks or my equipment for almost 2 3 years,
mhm.
and I started streaming there. And then, lo and behold, DJ Twitchblade just showed up on the chat, and I saw him typing on the chat like, "Who is this?"
Mm.
And then it started from there. And then you can continue, Dave. Um, what your experience was when you saw me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just browsing on Facebook, and um, I happen also to be like a follower of MB Live, right?
Mm.
And then
Okay.
I saw Edwin. It's like I am very picky or choosy. My attention span for DJs
No,
is
wow.
short. If it's very rare that you get to see me. I mean, if I'll observe you for like your first two or three mixes, and if I'm not satisfied with it, I'm going to the next channel. But when I saw Edwin, oh, lo and behold, I mean, he took me for a ride, and I was
How
kind of,
long? How long was that ride?
oh, I finished his whole set, and then
That's awesome.
yeah, and then I talked one of my friends. I told him, "Who is this?" And then Dino Asidero, God rest his soul, Dino Asidero. I mean, he said that that's Edwin. He was my mentor. Oh, then I was kind of more impressed about it. And what's nice about Edwin's mixes was he doesn't follow a genre. He would just put anything by feel. You know, he would go jazz house and then suddenly drop a new wave song right there and there. It's like, wow. You know that
So you're a fan off the bat, right? So that's great.
exactly. I mean,
A-
because
and- yeah, and
uh,
you happen to be neighbors too, right? What a coincidence that. Well,
yes,
not neighbors, but you're both in the same city.
and then I asked him like, "Where are you from?" Chicago, Chicago. What? And then, I'm from Northbrook, and then say, "Where are you at?" Really, 5 10 minutes away?
And
Oh
Oh,
my
there you
5 minutes
goodness!
go.
It's like
away, I'm like, "What?"
So these guys could have dated, right? Like,
exactly.
they could be a
Kung babae
thing
lang
on
to,
Twitch.
tapos na yan.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
wow.
well, that's a Tagalog.
I know
Gus,
it.
can you translate that? What that means?
Miss Meg, not Megan Spence. Can
It's
you
a bit
translate
hard.
that?
If you're a girl, you're dead, I guess.
I think Dave is just being so nice. He's just praising my tracks or the way I mix, but I think it's my looks. That's why he
there,
can't mess with me.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
th-
just
that that that
shameless.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I agree with the observation of Twitch played about how you take us for a journey on your sets, and sometimes it's a 6 hour journey. So
Yeah.
one can't help but switch their genres, and you do a good job with that, Edwin.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yeah,
everyone.
and one thing about um, Edwin's channel, right, and everybody could probably attest to this, is the soothing voice. I know Grace tells me, "Oh, that voice that you could outside of the jams that he's playing, it's just when he talks, it's so soothing. Like you feel like when you're this person, I'm always calm, right? Like I have like THC in my body or something like that. That's always great with you, Edwin, and
Oh,
that's
thanks.
probably one of the reason why we got closer to Edwin on NBHD, right? We're considered as he's considered one of the OGs. That's awesome. So Edwin, I have a question for you.
Sure.
And this is how's your love life? That's a big pause.
Dave, how's your
Wow,
love life?
this
Was
is
that for
early
Dave?
in the interview.
Huh?
That's on you, bro.
How's
Oh,
your love
is
life,
that
Edwin?
for me? For me?
Yeah,
Yes,
don't
I said
don't
Edwin.
Oh,
don't
okay.
deflect.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get spicy on this call. So I
Well,
told you get ready.
all I can say was I was not looking for love, but love came here on Twitch, and
Nice.
I am so loving it right now. I am so in love. There you go. Um,
Wow. Do tell.
and yeah, and looking forward to a future, a good future with this someone that I love.
I
So
love you too, Edwin.
A future. So wait, a future. But that's not with Dave, though, right?
no, no,
Well,
Dave is an ex. He's an ex.
well, question. So you said on Twitch, though. So are you telling us that you found love on Twitch? So is it another streamer, somebody who's on Twitch? If you want to answer it, of course.
I don't know. I have. How do I say it? Somebody found me, and then I wasn't looking for anyone. I was just focused on sharing music. Um, I'm single. I don't have a family. I don't have any kids. I don't have anything to leave in this world if I go, right? So I figured use the Twitch platform and record as much genre or music that I can. So if I go, that's the only thing I can live in this world. So
Ah,
I was just focused on just playing music, and then this particular girl, and there's so many people that are interested in music, and I love those people. And I watch all my replays. I look at the emotes. Every time I watch the replay, I get to know people. Well, every time I play music, and then I would see their emotes, it means that they
mm,
like that. So I get a picture of what kind of music this person likes, through watching the replay, right? Because I miss a lot when you're doing live. Um, so yeah, this person was asking a lot of the music I play. What's the title of this? Because for most of you who know, you can't Shazam any of my tracks. I mean, 99% you cannot Shazam any of my tracks. So she kept asking, and then when I look at the songs that she was asking, it was like, oh my goodness, it's something personal to me. Sometimes I play music that's personal to me. I don't care if people will like it. There are times I play what people would like to hear, but majority of
yep.
the time I play what I want to share to people to add to what they already know, right? So most of the time I don't play all hit music. I play a lot of stuff that you haven't heard before, whether you like it or not. But yeah, that's me. I wanted to add to what everybody knows. So she kept asking all these questions, and how do you call it? I was like, it's like having a soulmate, but with music,
Wow.
right?
So
So,
Great.
this proves that this platform Twitch can be a dating site, and you because you're
it,
not the first to find someone on the platform,
well,
That,
and
yeah,
yeah,
it was all about music.
congratulations, buddy.
It was all about purely music, and then it kept going from that. And what I loved about this person is she would come up with 4 songs with timestamps on my stream so that it will be easier for me to locate what song she's looking for. So she made it easy for me. She puts the timestamp 1 hour, 40 minutes, this song. So I would go watch my replay and find out the time track, it takes me a few seconds to get there, and then like, oh, she likes this one, so I would tell her, here's the song, or I would send her the track. So yeah, I mean, unlike other people, they was like, I like that song that you played, but they won't share much more information, so it's very hard for me to locate what they want. But she made it easier, and the songs that she picks and she's interested, it's not for everybody, kind of like that. So that got me closer to this person, and then it went from there.
Is she in the chat right now, Edwin? Or
um,
That was my question.
um
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Well, Edwin sound that he's in love. Well, congrats, Edwin. You
Oh,
know, we've been talking a lot of bulgogis in the past and how we
oh,
joke around, but
I miss the
I can
beauty
sense
screen.
that you're in love.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh,
looks like
thank
he's
you.
in love. But yeah, let's go to Twitchblade because he looks like he's jealous right now.
So are you crying that somebody took your love from you, Dave?
No, he's crying because he's so happy for me.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're happy for Edwin, right? Twitchblade or Dave. I can call you Dave, right? That's okay with you.
Yeah,
I
David is fine.
just want to make sure, like, you know. Uh, so I know you met Edwin a couple of weeks ago, right? You had I saw on Facebook you two had lunch together. Does he look different? Like, I mean, does he look different? Like, is he like, you know, the same Eddie last met? I mean, he obviously he's in love right now.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah. So you can attest that he's in love.
I can have. You can smell the waft of love on that one.
You can smell the Dracar Noir kind of,
Yeah,
you
the
know, scent.
waft.
So Edwin, I mean, we're so happy. You found love, and you're in a great state right now on your life. But you mentioned a while ago, and I hope you don't mind. You know, you said that there was a dark time in your life before you went to Twitch. You know,
Yes.
and I know when we met you, you are proud to say that, you know, Twitch really help out during those dark times.
To heal, yes. Twitch
You
help out to help me heal and move on to live. There
know,
was a
okay.
point in my life where I didn't want to live anymore. I just didn't know how to end my life. I kind of
Mhm.
like that.
Well, that's a very big thing to say, and you don't know
Yep.
how to live anymore. And I think
Yeah.
with music, your music that you shared was, I guess, a big factor of, you know, moving forward. And now look at you. You know, you're in love. You're turning red. So I mean, what
I
was
I
that
have
journey?
I have a
Yeah, go ahead.
question though before you go. Move
Yep.
on. If because we might have listeners who are in the same or future listeners who might be in the same situation that you are. What would you advise? What would you tell them based from your experience on how to handle this? I mean, there's a lot of people who are going through it, and I'm pretty sure and each and everyone could help, but you'll be the master in helping these people.
You know,
Oh, that's a tough one because there's nothing I did to lift me up. So, um, how do I start this? All my life, I've been single, and I wanted to have my own family. In 30s, 40s, and now I'm 54, right? So I'm like, you start counting, like, what if I get married and have
Ah,
a kid? How old would I be? But then again, I said, forget it. Just anybody that I meet cannot have children anymore, kind of like that. So there was one point in my life, so I said, let's go. I have to find somebody younger, because I wanted to start my own family. I ended up finding someone not from here, from out of the country, half my age. So I'm like, okay, number one, she's going to be able to, bear children. So that's a plus. But at the same time, it's bad because it's half my age. It's like, and it's a long distance relationship, but I still, just talked to myself and said, you got to do unconditional love on this one, in order for it to work. So I did everything that I can to bring that girl over here. We have 30 days to get married, and didn't want to get married at that
Wow.
point. It was bad. It was bad. Um, it was not the typical love that everybody experiences. It's the opposite. So, but still, I wanted to have a family, so I still pursued with it. And what got me down, or what led me to the point where I didn't want to live anymore, is the marriage. On the third day after we got married, it's hell started from there. Just the third day, so I didn't really get to experience marriage. We separated, and then the kicker on it was I got her pregnant. So that was huge for me, because all my life I didn't know if I was able to bear children.
Wow. Okay.
In Tagalog, it's called, I didn't know kung baog ako, right?
Right.
So I don't know what you call that in English, but or infertile. No, no, I don't know
Yeah.
how you call it for guys, but I was jumping for joy. I'm like, yes, I'm not shooting blanks, So I was so happy. So that was huge for me as a man, right? I'm like, that's the only time I considered I'm a man, when I was like 48 already. And then suddenly lost the baby. The baby
Oh,
grew up outside the fallopian tube, so it's not gonna live, and they need to abort it. So the baby was 5 months old, and how I got to found out about this was a shock too. I didn't know what ectopic pregnancy was. So fast forward, that caused my demise. I wanted to die because I wanted to be with my baby. So I didn't know how to handle that, losing a child, even though it's unborn. But it didn't matter. It felt like it's real. I saw the baby. I had so much plans, but but yeah, since I lost the baby, I didn't want to live anymore. I wanted to die because I wanted to be in the baby. But at the same time, my conscience is telling me, no, that's wrong. You're not going to be with your baby. And it's battling me until I'm banging my head on the wall already. It's like it's looping on my head. So how I got out of it, my auntie from LA, who I've not spoken for 25 years, suddenly just called me on the cell phone, and she has a ministry, a charismatic ministry called the Living Waters, where they sing praises to Jesus Christ, to God, um, and read the Bible. So she just called me out of nowhere and she said, "Can you come? Do you want to come over here in LA?" So I said, "No, I can't right now. Now is not a good time." And she said a lot of words from the Bible. And I stopped her. I said, "I don't want to hear anything from the Bible and all that stuff. I'm just
not a
broken,
good idea. Yeah.
broken to the max." Like, um, but for some reason, I took it. During those times, I didn't have work for 4 years, so I used up all my 401k. And if you take out a lot of your 401k, there's a lot of taxes that's
Yes.
being
Yep.
withdrawn because I'm not retired yet, right? So the penalty is so much. So I used it up for 4 years, living and paying off all the bills and everything. But I did not see people during those time. I just blocked myself. This was pre-pandemic. So yeah, my aunt just told me to come over there. At that time, when I asked myself, what is it that I want the hug of my mother. That's the only thing that can make me feel good at that time. But my mom already passed away a long time ago. So now here I go again. The only person that can make me feel a little bit whole is my mother, who's already dead. So my mom is buried in Los Angeles. So I can't even visit her, right? So I'm here in Chicago. It's too far. So I accepted to go to LA to live with my aunt. Um, but in my conscience, like, what am I gonna do there? I don't hang out with aunties,
Hmm.
it's not my thing. But at that time, for some reason, I accepted it. It's not something that I would take that offer, but in that particular time, I did. And she asked me if she could pray over me, and I said sure. And she prayed over me, and after that, she hugged me. As soon as she hugged me, I felt the hug of my mother. And That's the start of my healing. So after that, the following day, I went to the cemetery, visited my mom, my dad, my grandma, but I didn't
Yeah.
cry. I didn't cry. That was weird because all along I wanted to be with my mom. I was there with my mom, but I didn't cry. I had a smiling face. And since then, from there, I went back home. As soon as I opened the door of my apartment, I saw the couch where I curled up into a fetal position where I was giving up in life. But I saw light. It was bright, not in a miracle way, but it was bright to me. It's a personal experience, and nothing. I was just walking in there. It was a dark place before for 2 4 years. I was just there, doing nothing, but in pain and just loop thinking, doing.
Wow.
But then it started from there, and from there when I started seeing that light, or light meaning it's just bright. There was no
Yep.
negativity. I can't explain. I have no words for it. Only I can know what I felt. And since then, let's just say I got close to God. I didn't have anybody to talk to, so I started talking to God. And I said, thank you. I just said thanks. And due to that, so I said, I need to do something back, um, to give thanks back, right? So I said, I want to do something that I've never done for you. So I'm not an artist. That's why I became a DJ because I can't play guitar or whatever. Or I could fiddle with them, but I don't know music. I can't complete or play complete piano or guitar or anything. So I said I'm gonna create music for you. I'm gonna sing because I don't sing. So I started opening the Bible, and then whatever I opened it, I saw some verses and I started making melodies out of it. And I started recording, downloading free software. I started with Cakewalk, and then I started getting a keyboard and hooked it up, and then started creating music from no knowledge of musical theory. I created
That's awesome.
over 100 tracks. So yeah, I even sang where not
That's
not in my family. None of my family sings, right, and including me. So very shy. But yeah, I was able to do that. It's a personal thing. And then after that is when I got invited to Facebook Live.
Facebook. Yep.
So yeah. So when the pandemic came, I was already on my own for 2 4 years, right? So I was kind of isolated. So when the
Hmm.
pandemic came, it was nothing
It's
new for me.
yeah.
I was already isolated before that,
Dude,
right?
yeah.
So again, from Facebook, I started there. Twitch raid, Dave saw me, and we got close. And he invited me to his family at that time, and then it started from there. We started seeing each other, and
That's where you started dating.
That's right. Oh, small world. Dave's Dave's younger brother is my classmate from prep to grade school.
Yeah.
I'm like small world. We have
Yeah.
the same birthday too,
Yeah.
so yeah. So when
And
we went to Twitch, I guess this was my healing, and then I guess it's a perfect title there. You didn't even know what my life was, but Twitch saved my
save
life.
my life. Yeah. So Dave, during that time, right, when you met Edwin, and Edwin, thank you so much for sharing first. That was very heartfelt. Yeah. I just for everybody who knows Edwin, probably not used to it because Edwin's always a fun guy. But thank you for so much for that, Edwin. But Dave, when you met Edwin right at that point, can you tell the story as how you guys meeting and how the journey continued, right? Where both of you who both loves music, and you met Edwin and you brought him to the family. Tell us that story if you can pick up on that we the, the, the
Okay, so I was kind of ahead on Edwin on Twitch, about 7 months.
mm,
So I was thinking how I started on Twitch. Oh, okay. So I was invited by John Robinson uh, with Mon Maramba,
mhm,
uh, Spin Doctor,
mhm,
um, and John. So we have this our first very first kind of raid train, and raid train wasn't even existing at that time yet. So we were streaming on one channel though. Uh, I don't know how John did it, but it started there, and my goodness, I was hooked from there because it's completely night and day compared to Facebook Live,
Mhm.
and so I was doing my regular streams probably once a week, once every 2 weeks, and I saw Edwin. It's like, oh, he is just so perfect for Twitch,
Yes.
and so we met on our family picnic, and that was the first time that I got my rig uh, for the Denon Prime Go. So it's like, why don't we do an experiment that uh, it will be a first outdoor stream,
Right.
all battery. iRig stream, phone, Denon Prime Go, and uh, battery operated monitors. So it did fine, did good. I mean, it was fun. I mean, uh, so it was surprising that because no one hasn't done it yet at that time, and me and Edwin took turns spinning the deck, and then as we went on, we were speaking. I mean, we had so much in common in terms of from the school we went to, uh, the type of music that we like, everything so clicked. And I invited him on my very first raid train. That was what do you call it? A masquerade, right, Edwin? So
Yep.
on that one, that was his first stream, and then that is where he found his you know who. So first time siyang nakita, uh, she saw him, being like, "Who's this guy?" And you know, everything turned out to be magical for him. And when I talked to him about um, his story before that, David, your timing in showing up in my life is just so perfect
That's
that
great.
Dave
you,
just lost a brother. So when I
yeah.
came into his life, he just lost his brother.
Oh, okay.
So that was
So parehas kami malungkot, and then we found that love in common through music that we were able to push each other up, and so that's the history. Yeah, I mean how we came together and how we clicked so much, and yeah, it just so happened that uh, I wish I could have been more consistent with my streaming, because you know how hard it is to do this when you have a family, whereas Edwin has more time to do this. Naiingit ako whenever he does this twice a week or something like that. And I wanted to, but I have lots of obligation. Kailangan mapakain ko yung mga bata. I've done my duties and everything. And after
Yes.
that, that's the only thing I could even think of Twitch.
Well,
Uh,
well, this is a great story, right? For everybody to hear. Like, you guys have lost somebody, and but you guys also gain a brother on Twitch. So it's just not just Twitch, right? Through Twitch or through music, really is how you gain this, right? And it's very uplifting for all of us hearing this, because we always say that the DJ saved my life, Twitch saved my life, but you guys are a true example of how this community can gain not just people you could chat with, but also a family, right? And that's great to hear. And with this with this type of story, right? And I can think you guys could fuel, and I know Edwin, uh, this is probably some sort of a therapy for you, like playing 12-hour streams, because we always say, oh, how can Edwin do that? But I think for you, it's kind of a therapy that, doing this really keeps you going and make you happy. Is that correct?
No, it's not. I mean, nobody crazy who would DJ that long. I wouldn't. But what made me do 14-hour stream? It's the longest stream I ever had, right? 14 hours all standing up. And then I had 12 hours, 11 hours, 10 hours, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go.
Well,
I think it's the people. There's no way I would spin. The most I do when I'm recording or I'm sound tripping on my stuff is like 4 hours, no more than that. But majority are 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour when I'm alone. But here on Twitch, how did I get there? How was I able to do that without eating, without sitting, with like what the heck? And then
mhm.
my conscience just told me it's the people. I think it's the people in the chat. I mean, if there's nobody there, I don't think I would continue playing, that long. But I guess they're the ones that's I feel good when I see them enjoying, kind of like that. So I don't feel tired when I see people happy, or when they say I'm rating out, and when they say no, stay, or they're not doing anything the entire day. And I don't have a family; I'm single, right? So I'm like, okay, why not? So I'll continue. I'll
So,
continue. And so there it is. It's the people. It's not my choice to stream that long. It's the people that made me stretch that long. It's them.
right.
So it's the power is with them, not me.
Can you share a very meaningful interaction with your audience that left a lasting impact on you during one of those long streams? Is there anything that stands out?
Uh, the first thing that comes into my mind was Homer NYC. Homer underscore NYC, also known as Homie NYC, uh, who passed away last year. Who's my mod, DJ Twitch Plays mod, call mod of Clip One. Um, Stayed for my entire 14 hours stream. Someone who stayed from beginning to end. That was Homer NYC. That was just remarkable.
That's great. So for the, I think everybody here, that mostly Filipinos know Homer. He's a big supporter for everybody. He's always there when you're streaming. Even when we were starting on Twitch, I think Homer's was one of those who really supported each and every one of that. And I could say that for Sound Decisions, Grace and Yusoko Type Mo. So with this, right? I mean, I know DJ Dave, DJ Twitch Blade. I know you mentioned it's really hard maintaining a balance, right? Between streaming and in real life obligations, right? You said it's hard for you, but I still see you streaming. What are the challenges that you see with that? Not just work, right? Family. For you, what is the biggest challenge for you to stream more often that you want?
Well, like I said, I mean, me and Edwin, music is our passion,
Hmm.
and I want to convey that through streaming. And at times I really want to, but of course, in reality, as a family man, you have to do first your obligations, and
Hmm.
that's basically the reality of it. And as soon as I've done everything for them, and make sure that everything's okay. That will be the time for myself, which I am able to be able to stream. In as much as I wanted to join other rate trains, or I just it has been very difficult for me to commit. It's like for every yes that I said, I probably had like 8 to 10 no's. So that has been my problem before. I never had that consistency,
Right.
and that was the difficult part for me. In as much as I wanted to.
And Edwin, I know you, and thank you for that, Dave. Edwin, I know you have a existing schedule, right? How do you, for you to twitch that long, right, and also to twitch often? How do you maintain balance? And well, I know you also told us that for your mental well-being, you like streaming, but how do you also maintain that between of work and stream, especially at 12 hours? That's a lot. I mean, I know I saw Mike Frick said he can even do 4. I know Grace can do 3 or 4, and most of us is it's hard even doing go past 4. How do you maintain that?
I don't know. I have so much tracks, so it deserves to be played and shared to the world. Um, in terms of work, I work as a full time IT Monday to Friday. The beauty
Yeah.
of that, I'm not on call, unlike my previous job, which is I worked for 16 years at AON.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, Aeon. Okay.
yeah, so I love my job right now, which is allowing me to stream and to have a stress free. That's why I'm able to do this. It's a small company of 150 people. Um, I only work like literally 7 hours only, so I get home really early, like 4. I I I go to work at 8. I leave at 4. So at around before 4:30, 4:15, I'm home already. So I live like 10 minutes away from work. Imagine that. So I go home during
That's
lunch.
awesome.
I could watch Twitch or news while I eat and then come back again. So I don't get bored sitting in my desk for an hour. So
But by the
yeah,
way, sorry. By the way, you're the first IT who told us that's working, that's stress free. So most of the ITs
yes.
here
Oh my
are
God.
saying, what's the he talking about? Look at Gus. Gus is actually smiling. Gus and I are on IT. I mean, there's always stress. And when you
Correct.
told us stress free, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I know Virgil's on IT. He's also smiling right now.
You must have found the dream job because that's 10
Yes.
minutes away. At 4:15, you're home and you
Correct.
get to stream or do whatever you want. And
Correct.
sometimes we do. Remember when we did the lunchtime meetings and you would run out to the store and buy food?
Yep.
That I remember that time.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Bulgogi.
good times. The
The, the,
bulgogi.
the only caveat is the pay is lower than what I used to make, and it's getting tough. So
Yeah.
it is a dream job if only the pay is higher. So speaking of that, the CEO is coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna talk to him to see if we could just
He's
get
watching
a little
right now, so
different.
we're gonna send this to him so that he can tell oh, that's Edwin's story. So
Yeah, so that would be great because yeah, I have an exciting future coming up due to the love life, right? So there's more events coming that way. So I'm so excited.
we're really curious, really curious about this love light. Hopefully it's gonna be a reveal soon. Don't I
Mhm.
mean, if one of your streams will let us know. Do we question? Do we know this girl?
I believe
If
so.
if she's on the chat, please
She's
say
on the chat.
raise
Say
your
one.
hand. Raise your
Say
hand.
Time out.
one.
I got sideways. Is that on me or you guys?
uh, I think it's. Can you flip it again? See if the orientation. Just move it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
There we go.
it's
okay.
on
Yeah,
s- it's on 6. Put it on 9.
it's a 6 foot on that. Yeah. So if that person that Edwin's love of his life, of course we need to have permission first for Edwin. If you can reveal yourself,
Oh,
that would be great.
yeah. Hopefully along the line, but right now we're still planning things out. So
All right. No,
it's
no
too
worries.
soon
So
to share.
we're not in a hurry.
Yeah.
We're just excited for
Not
you.
in
Oh,
the
I
big
am so
reveal. I hope.
excited as
Wait,
well.
I have a show idea. Let the big reveal be on another episode.
Oh
Correct.
yeah, we're gonna guess you just for. Well, we're gonna guess you and the lucky lady on one of the shows. Maybe we can do that.
Did I say it's a lady? Oh,
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh.
you're right.
oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't
It is a
confirm
lady.
it. See,
He's
that's
a
the
he.
Edwin that we know, right? Always kidding. And they mentioned about lunch meetings. So these lunch meetings that Edwin is saying is the original NBHD crew, right? That is the three of us plus Edwin, Grace, Achiglip, TJ. Actually, TJ is on the backstage right now, flipping cameras with Grace, and DJ Sonic Boom. So we used to have this before. How was it, Tuesdays? Before when we're starting NBHD H2H, we meet right every 12 p.m. Eastern just to talk about ideas, things of that nature, so that we can plan how to go with NBHD. Right now, it's like smooth sailing. We don't do that anymore. But those are the fun stuff. That's how the Edwin we know. He always gonna be rushing to get his lunch, and do the meeting with us during his lunchtime. So those were the fun time. Having said that, though, can you guys tell us how you met the NBHD crew? There's a story behind that. I will start with you. We know how we got Edwin, but I want to start with you, Twitchblade. How did you
Well,
find out about NBHD?
I met Grace when she started. Probably I'm the first 5 followers of her.
Wow.
Yeah. And uh, when I was doing, what I like about Twitch, my motto is I try to invite as many people, or encourage as many people to be in Twitch,
Mhm.
especially if I see some very good talent that needs to be shown. Uh, I mean, Edwin is one. And so we run in small circles already, from Edwin to Vom. Uh, then you guys started NBHD, and then Vom and Edwin said that, hey, why don't you join us, and join us for the raid train? And I said, of course I'll be honored. I mean, I like supporting every one of us, whatever project it is, whether it's for charity, whether it's for helping someone start up, or have a project. As much as possible, if time permits, I would love to be a, to participate in whatever that's endeavors that's coming on my way. So
That so yeah, so I think we first met you before Raid for Peace. I think that's where everybody really got connected, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not. You're one. You're part of Raid for Peace, right, Dave?
no.
No, 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 he wasn't.
No, no. Okay. So,
No.
but even so, you're saying even before that, right? So, um, and you said you're one of Grace's followers. Well, thank you for that. In behalf of Grace. And then you like supporting it. What can you say about the Filipino talent, right? I know you love supporting. And you said you started with John Robinson, Mon Maramba, and by the way, if some of you guys don't know, Dave is a legend in the Philippines. So these guys are, they have these groupies like lining up to meet them back then in the Philippines. So just let you
Oh
know.
my goodness.
I hope the wife didn't hear that. But anyway, uh, you said you love supporting, right? What can you say about the Filipino talent on Twitch?
Well, it's a mix and match. I mean, it really depends on someone's taste.
You can be spicy here. This is no holds bar. Let it out. Well, we were good.
Because there are different kind of DJs. They play social music. They play you know palenque music,
Did you
baduy.
say social music? What is the social music?
I mean, soulful house. Something that you can feel that.
You
Uh,
will you yeah, like you have a wine with you and you're like, oh,
right,
you did that.
exactly. That you can just bop on it, and,
I've never
and
played social house.
right,
Social
and
music.
uh, typical, club lounge music.
Mm,
So
that's a social music. All right,
Or
chat.
I call
Remember
it
that. That's the new term. Hashtag social music. Go
or
ahead. What's the next one?
preppy
yeah,
house.
so the different kinds of Filipino DJs, and one thing that I noticed that I asked a question is, uh, Why do Filipino DJs play mostly retro?
this is great. Let's go.
Go.
95% of Filipino DJs I know play retro. It's like,
Uh,
don't you think,
what did you get out of that answer?
when they when they play, they mix the stuff, it's like it's the old stuff rehash and everything. And I asked the question, and some got got offended, some got
Wait,
defensive.
with that question, somebody got offended.
Yeah, it's like, why
Wow.
do
Okay.
most Filipino DJs play mostly retro?
Okay.
So like there was a firestorm of comments that I had on that one.
We should make it as a poll.
That is a
I-
great take. That is a great
Yes, okay.
take, man.
Well, that's true though. I mean, okay, so not a DJ, right? So I hear this a lot also. When you say retro music, what does that even mean? Can you guys explain to me what genre is that? Because I mean, there are different takes, so I hear different definition of it, right?
Okay, 80s, 90s, new wave,
So
same stuff.
that's a vast genre, though. I mean, that's just
80s,
that's
90s new wave, but it has a remix beat. Like that's what you're talking about, right? Like the beat, it's a rebeat,
Or
and then they just
flashback is another
No,
word
it's mostly
term.
flashbacks. So, I mean,
yeah.
okay.
it's just very few Filipino DJs that just go on the other pond, and there's like a million music there that needs to be discovered and played,
Mhm.
shared to other DJs and followers as well.
Mhm.
And I've been searching for those kind of DJs that to because I mean, how many times do you have to hear a new wave mix for every time you see him play? I mean, how many
Mhm.
times do you have to hear 80s thing? Sometimes I don't even know what's the next song to let's be that they're gonna play after that one. It's like, who
Well, I
does
got
that?
my top
I
three.
mean,
I'll be honest with you. With this retro DJs,
Mr. Coops, I
Pat
know
and
your top three.
I know the top three. Like I'm waiting for these three songs to be played, and they will be played. I guarantee you 100%. Well, so Edwin, I would like to take your take on that, though. I
Yep.
mean, you're one of that plays a lot of different genre, right? And
Right.
Dave said you take you in a journey, right? I mean, with this retro, I know Grace was telling me one stream that you did that Grace was actually she's pumped up because you actually played tech house. Like there's one time though, oh my god, Dad was playing tech house. It was she was in love like doing that. So what's your take on that? Playing retro.
Me, yeah, I play everything, but I think I understand what the Twitch Plate is saying. I think my answer to that, Dave, is the one you're referring to are majority of the Filipinos that grew up in the Philippines.
mhm.
So when they experience that 80s and 90s, I experienced 80s and 90s, but I played 2000, 2010, and the current and so much more, right? Um, they love that genre so much. The 80s, especially that 90s.
Mhm.
That 90s are the people that are younger than us, right? Maybe 5, 10 years younger than us. They love it so much that they block any other new music coming in because they're so focused on that. That's all they wanted to hear, and
All right.
it's okay for them to hear it again. And then when they request, they requested that last my stream last time, and now they're requesting the same song, and then they're requesting again. Like they want to hear it. Like I wanted to give them the track. Here's the track. Just play it over the entire day. But I didn't want to do that, of course, right?
Yeah, I know.
I get it. So there's when you talk about Filipinos, they're not just one kind of Filipino in terms of music. There are people who grew up also here. That you can tell when you look at Alvin East, Mike Freak. They speak Tagalog, but I mean they grew up here. But they expanded away from not expanded away. Retro is retro. It's past already. It means um, you. There are other people that are close-minded, which are the retros that you want that you're talking about. They just want to hear all over again. I just recently came back from Manila and I witnessed it. Every bar that I go, I'm like, oh my gosh, is that song
The
again from
same?
the 80s? Yeah, Love Come Down, A Night to Remember, Mike Francis, You to Me Are Everything, you name it, Sahara Night, see, all of that. So I'm like, holy cow, it's been 20, 30 years I've been hearing this already. And they keep playing and playing that because they love it. Basically, they love hit music, but to me, there's so many other beautiful music out there that deserves and that for sure that they will like. But then again, that's where they need a DJ that will feed them new stuff, other stuff. but
Yes.
but
Well,
they all hang out together, so they all play the same thing. So Facebook Live for me is where that majority of what David is talking about. There's also some on Twitch, but Twitch is so much better for me than Facebook Live. I started Facebook Live and I was pissed because when I play, nobody can come in because I played something that got blocked. And I'm so pissed. Like I've been playing for 4 hours, but nobody can come in. It was blocked from that country. I'm like, oh, this is not the way. Because you love music,
yeah.
right? You're a perfectionist. This is not for me. I don't like Facebook. That's when DJ Twitch Pay told me move to Twitch. I said, what the heck is Twitch? And then just follow me. And then he was saying he has this Ray Train with the big wigs. I didn't know who Spin Doctor was or John Robinson and all of those guys, right? I didn't know. So I joined and I joined from a browser. I'm like, oh, this is crap because I saw their emotes. I'm like, what the heck is this? I mean, oh, this is corny. But I can't chat. I have to download the app. So I started downloading the app. So that was my first attendance on Twitch was DJ Twitch played when he invited me to his Ray Train. And from there, I'm like, okay, my first question to Twitch played, do you get cut when you play? No, not when live. Maybe the replay,
They
yeah.
will on the VOD. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So now I did that and I got smart. I'm like, what's the point of watching the replay when it's muted? So I use Tractor. So I started thinking, I will play all my music at -1 key. If I do a -1 key, you can't Shazam it. Therefore, the AI won't copyright it. So if I do a -1 key, um,
Oh, that's a tip from Edwin.
70% of my tracks are not muted. Now, if I do -2 key on all of my tracks, 99 to 100% no mute. But I have to
Smartest
deal
man.
but I have to deal with the lower pitch, right? But our
Yeah.
ears get gets used to it. So yeah, so that's why I watch replay because
Yeah, unless you play
they're
Lou
not.
Rolls. Can you imagine playing Lou Rolls and then
Oh my! And then Barry White, and you do a -2 key. Holy
yeah,
cow! From two balls,
Yeah, that
they
would
they sound like they have four balls.
yeah.
yeah. So going back to again, I still want to do this. Um, the Filipinos. Is it just because this is you guys mentioned that this is just the music they want to hear? At least for me, I think where you measure a good DJ is not because he plays the music that you want to hear, but he
Yeah,
actually plays a music that you didn't know it existed and you like it, right? So that's
correct.
probably a lot of people will actually go for that. I for one, right? So when
I live by
um
that.
yeah, I if I haven't heard this, I will not know that there is this genre of music that this is good. Like every time I hear it, I now love. I think those are the good DJs. I think Filipinos should venture more. And I heard, I don't know, from one streamer, I think it's Tony Pavia, that Afro House, even DNB is actually there is a platform there, or there's some clubs that play, but I think they just need to get it out. I mean, nothing against retro, right? You always want to be nostalgic when you hear those songs that you hear when you were growing up, but you have to means I think that they're better if you actually hear them on a different genre mix, like, oh, I know this song but in a different tone. I think that will encourage them to go more, right? And Gus, what do you say about retro? I know you and Pat sometimes play that, but it's sort of a mix, right? You're not gonna you're probably you guys are probably doing that for to hype and then go back, loop them back into actual genre. Do you have anything not against or you have something to say on retro, Gus? What's your style? You're not the palenque music that Dave is saying, right? But I say palenque because you're like the palenque, where you
I
actually
play
wear all
budot, so
different kind of costume, not because of you play of your music.
I always end with the retro song. So
So that's your staple.
There you go.
All right, so that's um, and
Hold on. Let me add something.
sure.
It's not really the music, and the reason why they wanted to always hear it and request it, because it's not the music itself. It's the memories that
mm,
created
that's
where they
That's a
were
good
at
point.
that time, what
yeah.
disco they were with, who they were dating at the time, which kind of friends they were in. The memories is what I think is what they're after. That's why they wanted to keep hearing it. So I have nothing against that,
Mhm.
because memories is always, when you hear something, it brings you back to memory lane, right? That's the one. It brings them back to the memory lane. And do you get tired of that? I don't think so. For some other people, so that's the reason why it's a choice that they they wanted to keep playing retro, because it rekindles the memories for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I heard from somebody that they pay big bucks to play those music on request too. And who was that? Somebody on the said like, oh, when they send the request, they actually pay a lot of money. So I guess I can play that if depends on the mullah, right, Dave?
Yeah, they sell out. I mean, these retro DJs who play shows, they still sell out. There's a huge market for it. So, but I noticed, music that sticks, that to people, they keep listening to it. Like EDM, 2010s EDM, it's still a huge
Hmm.
part of the club scene in the Philippines. Like a lot of the DJs, they keep playing and playing and playing it all over again every single weekend. But this is more for the Gen Z, uh,
Like me, Gen Z.
millennial people. This is their retro. Their retro is 2010s
That's true.
EDM. So it's just but from a DJ standpoint, if you look at my record box library, the most place I have is for a retro song, which is Frankie Goes to Hollywood's Relax, but it's an edited version by Steve Rockman. So it's like we also, as DJs, we also go back to our roots,
So
but
are you
in a
saying
different way though.
it's familiarity? It's not that type of music because I know a lot of people love the music because they could sing with it, right? So there is those people like, oh, I
Exactly,
like it because
exactly. So
I can
yeah,
sing it, right?
Mhm.
yeah, yo.
That's
So
that right?
ask Gus about this. So we play high school dances, and these
Right.
kids would want songs that they could sing.
Sing.
That's what
Yeah,
they want played. They want songs that they can sing, and a lot of these songs were from our generation.
that's true.
So
So I guess you're saying also that this because it's not retro, it's just because I would say 20, 30 years past, those are the ones that are actually they know that
but I
they
think
want to hear.
in on Twitchblade's point of view too. But you can't overdo it every single weekend. You can't rehash the same set and the same songs.
It's true.
Like he said, he knows what's gonna come in
Exactly.
next.
What's gonna be played next? Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, because if you keep on doing the same old shit, I mean, that will definitely define you
Yeah.
as a DJ.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
I am not moving away from playing retro. I would do new wave. I would do 80s, 90s, probably every a month, every 2 months, every 3 months. You know, I will play that. It doesn't, but like I said, there are a million songs. I mean, people like me, I think, are the catalyst on new artists or from producers such as Mike Freak. I mean, who is gonna play his music if other DJs will keep on playing the old ones?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. That's a great
So
point. Yeah.
my formula is I would play the hits from about 2 or 3 months behind, and then the 20% or 30% of my playlist would be the new ones, because you can't play the whole your whole set for new ones because everything will sound foreign to your listeners.
Mhm.
You have to play something that's very familiar with them to hook them up, and then introduce the music that you want them to hear that they did not know it exists, like what Mr. Coop said.
So
And
question on that. Sorry to interrupt you. So with that said, um, is it? I get that probably on a live setting, like you could see, right? So in Twitch, right? So with that formula, how do you know that they're engaged? What I mean to all the DJs, all four of you. How do you know that during that set that the viewers, the watcher, are engaged to for you to do that? Because of emotes, because of how they're chatting, what are your usual signs, when you guys are streaming?
okay, it's not easy because
Hmm.
you will just be basing it on the chat lines,
Mhm.
but half of it is playing by feel and also by looking on other people's reactions on the chat lines. And also, one thing is very important is knowing your followers,
Hmm.
knowing their tastes. So if you know their taste, they like this particular song from the past, and if you can play something similar that is new to them, I am sure they would like it. So, if you know your followers, your regulars very well, that, oh, she likes something, she likes soulful house, she likes sentimental house, she likes 80s type. So if it's 80s type, you can play or 70s type, you can play new disco, same song with a different flavor.
That's good. How about you, Edwin? Because you said you jump from one genre to another. Is that also depend on the hype or your audience, and how do you kind of finagle that?
If I'm not on a raid train, I would play all. Oops. Sorry, I was on mute. If I was not on a raid train, or if I'm not on a raid train, and I would just do a pop up or do my regular Friday after work stream. It wasn't planned. It just happened to be every Friday I stream after work. Yeah.
Right.
So and then I stream whenever I want to, or whenever I'm free, or whenever somebody says I want music and you go live, kind of like that. So I play all kinds of music. So to me, I mean, if I just play house, it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, you order steak, and that's all you
Mhm.
get, right? But I want it to be a buffet, not only steak. I want fish, I want sushi, I want this, I want salad, I want this. It's a buffet of music. So I play all kinds of genre as much as I can. It's just that one, so it's not predictable. And I provide different textures. It's a different texture. There's a ride, unpredictable. So I play different kinds of genre, not only one. Sometimes I would start with one house, or like last night I did down tempo.
Mhm.
I did that to refresh my palette, my ear palette. After playing for a while, I want to hear something that I haven't heard before because it cleans my palette.
Mhm.
So yeah, when it comes to playing, I play different kinds. If it's on my choice, or sometimes lately I don't get a chance to sit down. Before I sit down and then I go through thousands of music and drag them folder. I don't have time anymore. For the past year, I noticed I never sat down and pick my tracks anymore. I just go live after work, go to a folder and then play whatever I see in there. It's called random. So random is very difficult because you don't know where to release the track or where the break is, and you do it on the fly while you're alive. You mark your Q1 so you know it's the intro, and then I mark the outro because I know where the break is, so I can talk to people and just look like, oh, the break is coming up because I put a marker. So
So,
lately it's been random. So I have no basis of what to play. It's just whatever I go through and play.
Right. So you guys talk about the type of music. Like I just want to have I have a question about growing your community. Have you guys thought of venturing to a different genre that you haven't played before? And if yes, what is that? I'll start with you, Dave. If you're gonna do a genre of your choice that you haven't played before, what do you want to venture?
Okay, I mean, basically the house genre
Right.
has is so diverse.
Yep.
Well, you can integrate a lot from you can you can put rock in it, you can put uh, DnB on it, but I tried uh, doing other genres. I mean, for me, for the sake of I might be missing out on something. Uh, what's this new genre? It's just I'm a piano. I
I'm up
tried
here.
that
Yep.
one. Uh, yeah, it's good, but but I mean mixing it. I just find it so basic. Unlike house, I mean, you can twist, you can merge, you can drop, you can put effects on it, and you can basically make that song completely different, especially with stems right now,
Hmm.
especially with effects.
Hmm.
Like I I try doing it. I try remixing it on the fly. Sometimes, most of the time it's good, but sometimes palpak. But that's the good part of it. It's it's uh it's keeping your mind very busy, not just by mixing it, but it goes out with different elements already. You're dealing with vocals. You're dealing um, with with the melody, the bass line, the drums, uh, the effects that you can put on each element. Like for example, on the acapella, you can put reverb on that one. On the melody, you can put a loop on that one. On the drums, you can do a stutter on it. Play it all simultaneously. So
Yeah.
saying that, I mean, there's a big world of experimentation right now. It's not the old thing that, mixing in and out, in and out. I just find it, I've always been a student on, um, on how to mix, on how I keep on trying to learn new things on what I
Right.
can do because that keeps me interested because you know I always try something new. I always like something new, and if I keep doing the same thing all over again, it doesn't. Hindi ako nakikiliti, to be honest, and
Hindi,
that
was it yeah, Tagalog is hindi he's not getting
yeah,
tickled.
I don't get
But
tickled out of
Yeah,
it.
you
yeah,
don't get tickled.
let me just interrupt there for a second. What you just said, Dave threw in a lot of like big words there on the DJ world. Probably, all of those is because have you seen and all you guys seen Dave stream? Like he has all this instrument, all this gears to actually do all this stuff that he just talked about. So I'm just curious, what's up with all the gears? Are you collecting all of these stuff? Because every time I look at your stream, you got I don't know how many do you see there, Gus?
That's a
A
lot.
lot of that's a lot
But
of
Dave,
DJs.
I would be kilite on your rotary mixer if you have sold that to me. But
There you go. So
Let me know.
what's up? Wait, are you doing? Are you collecting a lot of these gears? To the past couple of years, what's up with the gears you have?
Okay, so
So
I guess
he's
my
got a
person.
lot of gears. Dave, can you show them, or is that a good time?
No, not a
Bring
good.
your phone.
So it's just my personality. It's like I like trying new things always.
Mm,
So
that's
especially,
scary stuff. New things always. Be careful what you ask for.
yeah, especially on gears. I mean, as soon as it comes out, I would buy it. I
Whoa.
would abuse it for the first 30 days. If I don't like it, I'll bring it back.
Uh,
So, but if I like it, I'll be using it, and then I would give it like 3 years, 5 years max. And by the time that I would sell it for about half or three-fourths the price, and
Oh,
then the difference is I will be buying a newer one after selling the old one. So
what's
that's
your
how I keep on upgrading most of the time. So you can see, uy, bago na naman yan. But I already sold like a couple of gears already prior to that one.
where do you sell them? Do you have an eBay store that we can promo here? You
No,
you
no,
you you just sell them to the people you know, or you sell them online.
I sell them online or sell them on a group chats or sell them to, let's say, Pioneer Group or Denon Group or Rain Group. You know,
Okay, you flipped. Okay, good. All right. So when are you gonna sell that to Gus?
oh, he
The one
sold
you
it
said.
already. You sold it already, right? The
which one? The
Pioneer.
Pioneer? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. Sorry.
That's well. All right. So we have a lot more stuff to talk to you with you guys, but I would like to kind of switch it to the next segment of the show so that we can do a lighter or a more. I mean, not that this conversation is not fun. This is all fun. We can go for hours, but we want to go to the segment or so where we actually want our guests to participate on some of the conversation that we have on our segment called um, Beyond the Neighborhood. So basically, these are things that we see online, current events, things on TikTok, Instagram that we kind of find it. We want our guest to actually do this and watch it with us. This is called Beyond the Neighborhood. All right, so this is where DJ Pat actually has some fun stuff for us. Let's go ahead, DJ Pat. What do we have in store for this week?
Yep, last week was the Consumer and Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and there were
CES, my favorite show in Vegas.
yeah,
Yes.
it's an amazing. Well, it's one of the best actually. It's better. It's better than a car show because it has the best cars too, and there's a few things that caught our eye. So let's. You want to do the spin a wheel thing so that we'll just pick a random topic.
All right,
We
let
got
me spin
yeah.
our wheel.
If
Let,
you
let
can
me
find
find
it.
the wheel. I lost it because we didn't have any usage for 2 weeks. Oh, let's see. All right, there we go. Spinning.
Oh, it's spinning. Ooh,
And
it's the LG transparent TV. Let me play that.
all right, that is stupid. So,
Reactions.
uh, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy that because that defeats the whole purpose, right? I mean, I guess if you want it as like a decoration, like between two rooms, but I don't think you're gonna use that to watch something. You're probably gonna use it for decor or whatnot, right? I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I like it. It's kind of like augmented reality, kind of.
But gosh, you like everything, dude. You're one of those what I call early adopters, right? You're gonna jump on that first thing that you see that is cool.
He has many uses for it. He can watch OnlyFans and he can see who's
Yeah.
coming and he won't be caught.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like you have your own green screen. Imagine watching porn on that one. God damn.
See, there you go. You can see the porn and you can see who's coming and you can pause it or
Yeah.
you know.
So, Dave, will this something you're gonna buy and then play around for 3 days? What do you think about this?
I don't see any I don't see any ground. I don't see it any groundbreaking thing that unless you put it in the middle of your living room. I mean, it's pointless if you put it at the corner of the wall, because that will defeat the purpose of being transparent if you won't be able to see
That's true.
what's beyond that.
Right.
So I think it's just a niche product that not all would be
and
jumping
it
on it.
and it's also gonna be expensive, so it's not for an
Ed,
Exactly.
everyday.
yeah,
You
Edwin is smiling. I think Edwin's gonna buy it. Put it on that wall that behind Edwin's on his penthouse, right, Edwin?
Watch Shalair Live buy four of these and put it behind him, right?
That's true. Well, I don't know. I mean, I might, if I have the if money's not a problem, I might put it on the bathroom, right? So that shower stall is it waterproof?
No, it's not. No,
If it's waterproof, I think that's perfect,
there's
right? You
another
could, like,
product actually. It's a true wireless TV, and on the back there's a suction. There's four suction mechanisms, and it's gonna stick to any flat surface, including bricks. That might be more useful to you because you can bring it anywhere in the house. Like you're a fan of the Stand By Me TVs. This one you can stick on the wall anywhere
yeah,
without drilling anything.
you got me on suction, dude. So
I know
yeah,
the show is turning sideways.
yeah.
We want to spin the wheel and let's do a
Yeah,
couple more.
Edwin, you can participate here. I think you take off your mic. We want you to participate here, buddy.
Edwin,
So let me
please,
just,
you need to comment maybe on the next one.
yeah, hold on a second. Let me spin the wheel.
Ooh,
Where
Gus
is
is
it?
gonna love this. Gus is gonna love this. It's the Kohler Smart
Check this
Toilet.
out. Bet you never seen a toilet like this before. So we're at CES 2024, and you can see here Kohler actually has this new Me 2.0 smart toilet, and it's a lot going on with it, man. Check this out. All I gotta do is stick my foot right here, opens up just like that. If I go and put it back right there, right back down. Now check this out. It got all the LEDs and all that, as you can see, but if I want to go ahead and close it, all I do is just this. It just closes like that. Now when I walk up to it, it should open back up. They said this has a heated seat too, right?
Yes, so the heated seat's not currently on, but you can enable that if you wanted.
Do they have a price for this retail?
8,500.
Yeah, man. You're not gonna find shit like that anywhere else.
Did
All
you
right,
say
all right.
you're not gonna shit like that anywhere else?
Gus just
Or
lost
buy
power
it?
the other day, so I don't think this will work without power.
No, it doesn't
Edwin, what
even
do you
have
think about
bidet.
that?
Yeah, Edwin, let's get Edwin
Sure.
the.
There's nothing special on that. You just tap it to close it. I mean, to me, if there's a hand like a bidet that comes out of it
Exactly.
and it just does that
Yeah,
and
there
wipes
you
you
go.
off, and then
So
another
there
hand
needs
comes
to be a
out
hand
that
and a
taps you
brush.
in the butt saying you're done, you know?
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Or there's a tabo, like, that comes out and then pour it, right? So that'll be
They're missing
that's
out.
8,500 though. I
They're
mean,
Wait,
missing
that's a
out.
wait,
lot
It
of
has,
money.
yeah.
that's a ball
It has
cleaner.
Alexa. They should implement Alexa. Can you wipe my butt?
Yeah, I can buy how many bidets in that 8,500. And that so
Self
8500
cleaning. Mackie D
with
said
a
it's self cleaning.
with a Lumia stream. I like Lumia lighting, right?
yes,
The one that DJ Grace Music has.
yes, there's a bidet. There's
I saw the lights.
oh, so the lights. Oh, okay, all right.
I know, right? You can pay someone $100 holding a flashlight and cleaning your behind, and he'll even be happy, smile doing that for you.
I can tell you though, I can have a month of somebody washing my ass for 8,500 without touching it and then pouring tabo with that. I can have somebody. All right, what's our next one?
All right, one more. So we don't have much time, so let's do one more. Ah, what could it be? I hope it's not the new RTX video. No, it's the Mobis Hyundai with four-wheel steering. Let's play the role.
Don't go anywhere. Right after this, you'll see more demonstrations of all this fine technology and maneuvers right here in the middle of our display. Thanks for sticking around with us.
Damn. Wow.
Now
So
this one's more useful.
Yeah.
it is more useful. So I mean, parallel parking is easier with this. First of all, I
360
like
spin too. Yeah.
yeah, I like that car. I think that's what Graces wants for an EV. I like the six though, but is that? I mean, will they make those legal though? I mean, that type of. I'm always
Yeah.
curious. Like,
This has been on the prototype has been around, so it's in the testing phase, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna happen. So
interesting.
If I was a robber, I'd use that car. I can get away really quick.
oh, see, there you go, an idea,
The,
quick getaway.
yeah. Well,
Quick
okay, and then
U-turn.
so I guess that's easier for we got kids who are learning to drive to do the parallel parking, right? And you know how the tests here in America are so crazy, and parallel parking, that will make it easy. Did you guys know that I actually failed my driving test 3 times
In the U.S.,
in the US?
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting because I've been driving for years in the Philippines, right?
it's
So
different style.
yeah. Here's
Yeah.
the story. So came here. I'm this arrogant guy. I can drive. What's this test for? Took the test easy, and then went to the car, and I was doing parallel parking. What I did is I'm looking at the instructor, and it's like, huh, easy. Like just not saying anything, but it's just like, one hand, other hand on the passenger seat, right? And then parallel parking, one hand, and then not looking at everything, and just by feel. And then after I made it inside, and then I look at the instructor and said, and then he failed me. I didn't know that you have to look for um side mirror, the rear view mirror, right? And you can't do it with one hand. So, and I did it again the second time, but now my second time, because I was rolling brakes, right? I'm not used to that, right? So for me, brake is you're still moving, so you have to really like make that touch. So it's crazy, how you've been driving a lot in the Philippines. When you try to drive here, it's so different. It's just the bad habits, right? You actually used to, like beating the red light, things like that back in the Philippines. Right. What else do we have, DJ Pat?
Yeah, I'm done. There's a few more, but we have to move to our no dumb questions.
Right. Well, before we go to no dumb question, Edwin and Dave, thank you so much. This has been so fun. Edwin, thank you for sharing. I think everybody felt that, and we're proud of you as the NBHD family. What you gone through, and for to both of you, that knowing you through Twitch, right? We would not have found you guys if it's not for Twitch, and it's a family now, right? So there's a lot of us who haven't really seen each other in person, but when we talk like this, or we chatted, we feel like these are friends that you have known for a long time. So thank you for sharing that, and also thank you for uplifting that story more, Dave. Having your brother with you on this show is we're very privileged. Thank you so much, guys. And again, we can't thank you enough guesting here. And I know it's a short notice day, but this has been fun. Thanks so much. So before we let you guys go, why don't you guys promote your channel, your schedule? What do you have coming, whether it's on Twitch, on IRL? Go ahead and tell the whole world your schedule is on the DJ world. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I usually stream on Saturdays. Hopefully, trying to be more regular this year, and I'll
Mm.
be doing Achiglip's birthday stream this coming Saturday. So
Oh,
I'll be
yes.
on at 8 o'clock. Uh, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I
Thank
will
you
be.
so much.
Watch out for that.
So I guess Edwin will be the one rating me, I think, right? Oh no, you changed schedule, Edwin, right?
Yeah, I think DJ Federico Z is gonna be rating you.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. How about Edwin? When's your next show and what's your schedule look like?
I don't normally promote my stream.
We
I
have to
just,
pay you back because you've been
I,
promoting our shows every day. I mean,
I
on
just
every every.
stream. I just stream, and then I let people decide if they want to follow or not. If they are able to connect. But I'm not really a promoter of my stream. I promote other streams, but not my
Yes, we
stream.
know. But you
Kachiglip,
are on.
Kachiglip, please put
But
the follow
Yeah.
thing
then
Please
for
take
again,
up. Yeah.
Edwin
but then
Makabuhay.
again, it's been like almost a year and a half. I've been streaming regularly on Fridays.
Mm.
So between around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern onwards is when I stream normally. However, we have January 20, this coming Saturday. We are celebrating Achiglip One's birthday. We have
That's
a Ray Train starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. We will share more about that on our stream. So make
yep.
sure you follow us next week. We are starting with DJ Yossi 16. So there's so much amazing DJs on that Ray Train. So
Yeah. Weekend we'll be celebrating Achiglip. I think Grace was on there. Also, the Sunday NBHD, there are some of the DJs also going to be saying happy birthday to you at Chiglip. So watch out this weekend, coming weekend. It's going to be a fun filled NBHD birthday stream. All right. Well, guys, thank you. We're going
thanks
to
for
let,
having us. Appreciate you
yep,
all.
you're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
hope, to see you guys out there on Twitch. Thank you.
Thank you guys for inviting me. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. That's great. So now we go to the last segment of our show called No Dumb Question. This is Gus's segment wherein you can ask your questions. There's no dumb question, just the questions that were not asked are considered dumb. So we're gonna just roll this interstitial and then we're gonna go ahead with no dumb question. So prepare for those. All right, Gus, what do we have today for no dumb questions?
There's no questions and no dumb questions. Wait, let me see. What do we
What is
have?
the score before we move on? What
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
That's a
score?
dumb question. That's a dumb answer.
Oh,
Come
Eagles are
on.
score.
losing.
Oh, the
Uh,
zoom. He zooms in on the television.
Oh wait,
yeah.
we're only down 7. We're
It's
only
still
down 7. So
9-16. It's been
Oh, down
9-16.
7. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
all right. Now what do we have? As anybody has a question? Oh, there we have one. We have one.
Okay, there you go. Why do they call lame jokes as dad jokes? Hmm.
Because dads are
Ah,
back in the day, people, and
so I don't.
the corniest jokes are
Well,
from
first of
dads.
all, I mean, I don't consider them like. Is it lame? Because dads are, I guess,
Oh,
branded as not interesting.
Not
Is
cool.
that not
not
cool?
cool. Yeah,
I beg to
probably.
disagree, though. there are dad jokes actually are funny. They're not
They're,
lame, but
they're
but I guess most of them are lame
they're
or
corny that they
uninteresting.
become funny. You know.
That's actually true, right? The worse they are, actually, they become more. I mean, they become funnier.
Yeah. We
Oh,
have a
any other?
we have a listener question here. Uh,
Okay.
when will you guys invite Capra Music back? I feel like she deserves a full interview. I am a fan, so please have her back. Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. So having Capra on, we had her on the first ever episode, right? So that was
Right.
really abrupt.
Yeah. Yeah.
We figured, let's get her in. I will answer that though. That I'm planning to get her on with Marquesa. So we're just figuring out with Marquesa Music. We're just figuring out the right date. They both said yes, but we're just figuring out what Monday that they will be both on. So Capra and Marquesa and Grace, we call them the NBC trifecta, and then we were telling them they're related because they all ends with music, so they're they're
The three
sisters. So
queens.
yeah, so we're gonna get them soon.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sure the fan will love her and love to see her back.
Well, speaking of guests, though, I saw Vernimal, I saw Virgil, and I saw Vince on the very start. So next week, watch out. We got the three Maxinos on the guys next door, so that'll be interesting. We
Uh,
got yeah, so we got daughter, dad and daughter as a guest. Then we got partners.
mm,
Now we got to get brothers into it. So watch out next week.
the family dynamic. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Any other
have another.
question?
Yeah, we have a
Gus has a
question
question, I
from
think.
Nutmeg and Spice. If you had to write a book tomorrow, what would it be? What would it be about? What would it be about? Yeah.
I'm gonna say though, Nutmeg and Spice questions since last week are tough, right? I
Yeah.
feel like it's like you guys know those slam what's it slam book that you actually that your classmate gives to you before the end of the year or during the year, that hey, sign
Yeah,
this up,
yeah, yeah. Like,
what's your
what is your
name.
motto? Like,
Y-
time is
y-
gold.
y- the time is gold. Define love. Love is love is gold. Everything is gold. Yeah,
These are definitely not dumb questions from Megan. I love
yeah.
it. Uh, if I had to write a book tomorrow, oh man. If I have to write a book tomorrow, I should start today though. I'd write a coaching book. I'd write the basketball A to Z of basketball coaching. That's what I would write.
Okay. Um, if I'm gonna write a book, it's gonna be, and I always say this, it's gonna be a collection of stories, funny stories about the family. Um, I think there's a lot of interesting happens, at least in my life, that I know that stories from my dad, my mom, my in-laws, my kids. I think if I could do it properly, I think it's going to be very interesting to write it, and people would read through it through that. I think that's
There's
for
gonna there's gonna be a lot of stories. I
yeah,
bet you,
yeah,
and funny
For
ones too.
yeah.
yep.
For me,
So
if
yeah,
I'm gonna be writing a book tomorrow, it's about how do you deal with your firstborn child having her first boyfriend.
Oh
ooh,
snap! That's it. All right. So guys,
you guys
since you
heard it
already
here.
brought this topic, right? So the question: what do you? So did she bring somebody home already?
This is as real as
Yeah,
it
I
gets.
met the guy already, and I don't know. What can I do?
What, what, what was the first word that you say? Right? What was the first word
What was the first word?
you
What
said?
word? No,
What
I
is
just
the
did this. I just did this. Oh, hi. I hold the hand, and then I did this.
The,
Yeah,
the, the the first one.
yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
How tight was it?
yeah. Like,
He did the bro hug on the
yeah, bro
very
hug,
first
man.
time.
Like, yeah.
He, Grace Music has a comment on my ear right here. Is that why you shaved your hair off because of this guy going in your
It's a
house?
protest. Yeah, I'm
It's a
protesting.
protest, isn't it?
No, I don't know, man. It's always hard. I mean, with Seth having girlfriend, it didn't matter. But
So
for
did you react
Because it's your daughter.
similarly when your son brought in a girl?
no, I'm
Totally
good.
Did
different.
you? What did you say? Did you? It's different. You just smiled.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm good. Yeah, good job.
Good job. It's tough, right? I don't know. I would say though, I don't know how to comment on that. I have three boys, so I'm glad and I don't have to deal with that. But it's always interesting when they bring home somebody
Yeah.
else, right? And the reaction. How did your wife take it? I mean, is she cool with it?
I I I think we're kind of like surprised, but it's okay. I mean,
What do you mean? What do you mean surprise? Surprised that you don't know that she has a boyfriend, or surprised that she brought him home to meet you guys?
no, surprised that she has a boyfriend. I guess I
Uh,
don't know. Yeah,
oh,
I'm still in shock, but I mean, he's been here. I've seen him. That's fine. I just can't do the one on one yet because I don't know what to say.
We
you
can do the three on
you
one.
want to do a one-on-one the boyfriend? So
We can
already,
do a three
well,
on one if you want.
you
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
We
like,
can do a panel interview.
yeah, you have to just be cool, man.
here's what you do. You invite him on the show. Yeah, give him the
Then
StreamYard
we're gonna
link and
roast him.
let's see see what happens. And we're gonna interview him.
Maybe yeah.
Mm.
At least he's from Chicago. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Oh, he's from Chicago.
yeah,
Tell you
So
what, these Chicago
yeah,
people.
the Chicago people, man.
Yeah,
damn
these
Chicago
Chicago people.
people.
Yeah,
They come over to Michigan and grab the girls.
yeah, that's not good. Shy town.
Megan Megan Spice, I hope that answers your question. That watch
Yeah.
out for that book. Because Megan Spice, you're also a daughter of a dad.
What's gonna
Maybe
be
you
the
have advice.
title of that book? What's gonna be the title of that book though, Gus?
Huh?
What's gonna be the
What
title of that book?
what not to do? There you go. Hmm.
Any other dumb questions?
I think we can end the show on that note.
All right, so
Grace Music said How to Lose the Boyfriend. That will be the second book
There
after
you
the
go.
first.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at least he's Filipino, so I'm good.
oh, he's Filipino. All right, that's that.
Bonus.
So
Yeah.
you did not? Did he do the mano po and then you gave him the bro hug?
No, he's half, so he
Half
doesn't do
what?
mano.
Half?
He didn't do mano po, but he doesn't speak Tagalog, but that's fine. I mean,
I'm glad he didn't do the mano po because that
yeah,
Gus would not take that.
Yeah, I don't do mano po. Also, I do
Yeah.
the fist bump.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Maybe no.
So can we say now that the guys next door is 2 hours because we hit the 2 hour mark. We always said 90 minutes, but this is the night time already. You went
Bro,
over
you have
90.
1 minute to end this. If you don't end this in 1 minute, we're gonna extend again. So
Yes.
let's
So
end.
so we're gonna end it right now. Thank you guys for another great episode of the guys next door. Hope you keep watching us. It's getting better every week. Remember next week we got the Maxinos. All the Maxino brother on Twitch. We're gonna get all. I'm gonna try to get all 3,000 of them on the chat. So thank you
Thank you.
for watching the guys next door. In behalf of DJ Pat and Gus, thank you. The guys next door, where lap is cheap. We're talking cheap and laughter prices. Thank you so much. I'm gonna watch the Eagles game now. Thank you guys.
Let's
Go
Bye.
go.
birds.
Right.
Tried 1,000 tries, and there may be other guys. I'll never compromise, and now I realize.
We ended on the dot.
1,000 tries.